Bill Ackman just killed the game once again. And in case you don't know who Bill Ackman is, this is the legendary investor, definitely one of my favorites. In 2020, he turned 27 million into 2.6 billion. And we're going to talk about that right now. Let's go. I need to give you a body of work so you can understand. Let me go to trap so he can teach me. Let me go to trap so I can understand. The reason why we can't effectively dominate the market is because we don't truly understand what's going on in the market. And we don't understand what's going on in the market, how can we function inside of the chaos? What's good, family, man? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper, and I want to just educate you today on something real smooth that legendary investors do. So my guy, man, legendary Bill Ackman, one of the things he did, he is a supreme shorter. So he shorts the market like he a gangster. He one time went to war with Ackman, and it was they got each other back tit for tat, man. And that was real good. That's when I really started admiring him, when I see how he stood up, because Carl is the GOAT. He stood up to Carl, and he was like, bro, it is what it is. They got on CNBC and went back and forth, back and forth. I'm talking about live. I was like, oh, that's crazy. Anyway, so Bill's back at it again. Now, we got to put this into context. So about August, he said, yo, I'm shorting the U.S. treasuries. I mean, he's going against the market. He's going against treasuries. Why? Because he said, listen, let me say this. He covered his short because he said there's too much risk in the world right now, too much geopolitical risk. So the reason why he went short in the first place was because he said, listen, inflation is at a high. It won't get back down to 2. It'll be at 3% or 3.5%. Kind of something I've been saying. Like we are no longer in that 2% inflation. We ain't there no more. We 2.5, 3% at minimal, right? Then he said, because we have $32 trillion in debt and America is issuing more and more bonds, here's where that hurts America at, because now the Federal Reserve said we clean up our balance sheet. So that means $90 billion a month in U.S. debt won't be bought. So that's bonds that's sitting on the table. Right now, China, they in a pickle, so they not buying it. And then Japan, their yield is going right. So that puts America in a bad situation. Why? Because their top 3 people that buys bonds won't be there. So that's quantitative tightening at its best, because the Fed not buying that. Also, one of the things that's going on is there's a high demand for workers. So for every 1 worker, there's about 3 jobs that's in the market right now, which means workers now have what? Leverage to do what? Negotiate their contract, now he said this months ago. Now, what are we seeing all over the news? People going on strike, workers wanting more money from all over. Boom, so this all played in his hands. So one of the things you can look at is called the TLT. That's the iShares 20-year treasury bond. Now, when Bill got into this trade, this treasury ETF was at $96. It is now at $84. Now think about it. He playing with billions of dollars. So he been eating off this trade since August. So August, September, October, the bond yield went from 4.3 to 5. It don't get no better than that for you. You feel what I'm saying? So now he's like, you know what? It's time for me to get out of here. This is a sweet trade. So this is called a basis trade, what he did, right? If I know correctly. So basically, he get the difference between the cash bonds and the future. So that's called arbitrage. So whatever that difference is between that, because of the way this trade is structured, the borrowing and the selling, he's going to get that middle ground. And he's making a killing off that, y'all. And so a couple other things that's going on right now in the world is because we got these wars going on. Now, don't get me wrong. I always look at that 10-year note. That, to me, that is the big dog. So for him to look at that 30-year note, it definitely just shows at such a high level that these people are playing this game at.
What's good, trappers, man? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Right now, I want to invite you to an amazing experience full of value. That is my community, Trappers Anonymous. It's 100% the greatest fundamental investing community on the market. Listen, your portfolio should be a masterpiece. And the only way we get you there is if we help you to learn how to invest with confidence. Now listen, I get it. Like, you don't know a lot about stocks, or maybe you've heard people say how much money they lost in stocks, but I can guarantee you, one, because they weren't in the community, and two, they lack the information. Our goal in Trappers Anonymous is to help you, really to hold your hand on the journey to becoming a confident investor, learning how to navigate through the different events that the stock market goes through to take you from panic to encouragement. There's no better time than now. This is an opportunity only for those who are willing to be on the journey. So listen, man, click the link below. Come join me in Trappers Anonymous, man. I will see you in one of our many classes, whether it's Moat Monday, whether it's the 2-hour class we do on Sunday, or whether it's just a book club. Everything is geared toward making you a better investor so you can triple your net worth and turn your last name to an asset. It's your boy, Wall Street Trapper. See you in the trap.
And so one of the things I enjoy about watching people like Bill Ackman, Carl Icahn, like, not only do they get in and active invest, but they also pay attention to the market so much. And you can do the same thing. It's just understanding what the economic environment is. That's why I always say that the data is so important for us as investors. If we can look at the data and understand what's going on, we can do that. Like for me, I said, yo, once this 5-year, this 10-year gets to 4.477, the market bottoms out. The market just sells off. We went from 4.77 to 5 in a week. That was an opportunity. So what I did, now that I understand that, I called it 2 times in a row to myself and to my people. I was like, all right, I see this now. So now I'm like, all right, anytime the market goes to that 4.7, if we can come down to about 4.6, once I see it go back to 4.77, 4.78, I'm putting puts in. I'm going against the market. I'm going to let it ride up, because here's what I do know. In the market we're in right now, here's what I understand. The market just hit a high with this 5. So it hit 5.1. That's a new high for us. So now what happens is the market sees it'll hit 5.1. Now it's going to, capitulate, go back down, do what it got to do, recalibrate. And guess what? It now knows where to go at for that 10-year now. So now once I see that, I'm like, okay, it'll go up to 5.1. And I truly believe, just like Bill, there's a lot of risk in the market right now. There is so much going on. And I'm gonna be honest, I've never seen, as an investor, again, I really started taking this game serious in 2014. Like, I've never seen this much stuff going on at one time. Again, we got wars all over the place. We got high inflation. We got the debt ceiling looming. And mind you, we on verge of a government shutdown, right? The Republicans don't have a speaker, and so now we as an economy don't even have a speaker. We as the United States don't have a speaker. Why do we need a speaker? Because we need, outside, the president has a job, and then we have a speaker. That's why we have House Speaker. Well, that person declares, if something ever happened to the vice president or the president, that person steps in. Also, if the nation needed to go to war, it wouldn't be the president that would say it. It would be the speaker. The House Speaker says, yo, we about to go to war. And then the president gets in. So we don't even have that right now as a nation, right? So all of these things is like, Bill is like, you know what? There's too much uncertainty. Like, the market is now truly moving off of psychology. Like, any other time we know the market moves off fear and emotion, but the market right now is truly moved, like, it is so unorthodox and out of position. We don't know. So just wanted to get into y'all right quick, man. Check that out with Bill Ackman. Definitely wanted to put that in y'all face right quick and let y'all know this is truly the amazing opportunity for us to not only make money, but build our wealth, but also just pay attention to what's going on in the market. Listen, I am 100% a bull, but there are bear opportunities out here. And as investors, as trappers, we truly can take advantage of that. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper, man. I want you to like this video, share this video, subscribe, Catch us every day. We dropping videos, right? Check out Trapping Tuesdays. It's on the Wall Street Look Like Us Now network. And before we go, that is not me inside the chat telling you about Bitcoin, telling you about WhatsApp, telling you about trading. I got a mint. I ain't me down there. I ain't telling you what's at me, right? I'm right here talking to you, man. So it's your boy, the Wall Street Trap, man. I'll see y'all next time. Salute.